from Hollywood, it's the Brad Warner Show.
All right, let's talk to today's guest. We have stunt coordinator, fight coordinator, stuntman, gun wrangler. He does it all in Hollywood. Charles Currier.
I try to stay busy. Yeah, absolutely.
So cool. You're and I know you from doing the stunts on Zombie Bounty Hunter MD, but you've actually done real Hollywood films. So you worked on Alexander, though. That's a pretty big.
Absolutely.
That's huge.
That's mythic level stuff. I mean, you're in the Western Sahara. You've got hundreds of elephants, camels, horses. None of them really like each other anyway. Much less 8 different human languages on set to make work together. I kind of thrive on that chaos. I love to wade in when it's a complex shoot and still keep the focus on safety and taking care of each other while you're trying to tell this incredibly complex and potentially dangerous, story. Wherever I work, I try to know something about the indigenous culture, right? Or I try to relate to whoever I've got.
You've got to. Right?
I remember working in China, of all places. I was doing a joust show out there, a live joust show. When I got there, I felt like they hadn't quite got the gist of the show or found their own personal pride in it as performers. And what I was able to do is make references to Kublai Khan and Genghis Khan, and all of a sudden I'd see their postures change. Like, of our heroes, yes, who doesn't know of your heroes? So
that's great.
if I can learn 4 words in any language, so I can relate to them and know a little something about the culture, I usually see the behavior come out on the screen, and that's what's important.
Yeah, so how is that all going to work with the zombie movie?
There has been a tradition in some of the better monster films or horror films where you do get to examine something about humanity. I think George Romero, when he really started the zombie films, has done incredible work on making you look at humanity in a slightly different way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And right up to more recently, Shaun of the Dead, where they're making comparisons between someone who pushes carts for a shopping center, being a zombie, being a human, but still a zombie. That there's layers, and I think it's fun. I hope that with PK, and the script that he's been working on, that we're going to get to explore a little bit about reality television and certain fallacies in our culture. And in the meantime, weapons, fights, zombies, pretty girls, all of that in there too. What's not to like?
It's important, yeah. I'm kind of a newbie to Hollywood, and what's really interesting to me, because you're not the first person I've run into, but a lot of people will do huge films, and then they'll do these, like, honestly, Zombie Bounty Hunter MD is I mean, what's our budget? It's like in the thousands of dollars, It's nothing like Alexander or anything like that.
To me, it's, are you telling a good story? Are you telling a story that is worth telling? If something wheedles its way into my brain and I start thinking about it, I think, PK and I were talking about making a monster movie in the, we had 20 minutes to kill in the faculty lounge of the school where we teach. And all of a sudden, it just started to inhabit my brain. And 2 days later, I'm calling PK, hey, we should really make it about this. And can we do a social commentary on that? And then 2 days later, he's calling me saying, hey, I got a great idea, let's do this too. And all of a sudden, I can't imagine the world without that story getting told. And then all of a sudden, it's like, whatever the budget is, let's just do it.
As you can tell, I'm not I'm kind of a novice interviewer, and I don't know, is there anything...
You're doing the job.
I'm trying. Is there anything you want to ask me? Is there any, Zen thing, or I don't know, sometimes.
I'm curious about the role of storytelling in the Buddhist tradition.
Yeah.
How important is it, and what role do we play in the modern society?
Well, I mean, I think it's to me, it's obviously really important to society that we have these stories and myths, and that's why we're willing to spend so much money on them. You know, that's why these movies get these huge budgets and these actors get paid so much and stuff. So that's like a sign that somehow society really values it and wants something from it. It's important to take that seriously. You know, I think a lot of people don't take it seriously, and they're just like, we'll just throw up whatever's going to make us, you know, some cash, and that's a shame. You know, to throw all that money and effort and everything into producing something that doesn't address something more fundamental that we want to know. But you have to bring up the important questions and the important things that people want to look at, and sometimes you can do it in something really crappy like a zombie film or or action film, you know, and because those appeal to a lot of people, that also means that the little nuggets of message you have in there can go a lot farther. Okay, now it's time for our moment of Zen. Would you mind? I can show you how to.
Absolutely, let's do it.